I made a rookie mistake, a classic mistake, a mistake that I will remember forever. Hello, it is June in the garden, and I'm going to show you guys a little garden tour. Some things are doing better than others, but for the most part, things are going very well. Now, I've been out of town a lot recently for work, so some parts of the garden are very neglected. Like, there's tons of weeds everywhere, so just ignore that. Also, I have fresh pineapple juice, and it's so good. All right, starting with my tomato wall, things are going pretty well. I have been a little bit neglectful of the Florida weave, but overall things seem to be growing. I have quite a few tomatoes on the plants, which look really healthy and nice. I have some spotting here and there on the leaves, but overall things look to be good. The only thing is that my trellising it leaves something to be desired. But this is my first year doing this trellising system, and I mean, overall, it's holding the plants up. They're not completely falling over. They could be tied up better, but I think it's just gonna be fine for now. Lemon basil right here looks so good. This smells honestly amazing. It's incredible. Here I have a huge marigold. It has taken over. It grew tons of green leaves and is now just starting to produce flowers. So I'm excited about this. I'm definitely gonna have to prune it back a little bit, but then right behind it is a problem. So these are my russet potatoes, and they were once a flourishing plant. They were green. They were honestly just so healthy, bushy, amazing. And then I made a rookie mistake, a classic mistake, a mistake that I will remember forever. I left the gate to the garden open whenever I was done watering for the evening. I left the gate open. I live in a place where there is an abundance of deer, and they walked in and had a field day in the garden. They ate off all of my chard. They ate all of my carrot tops. They ate and even dug up some carrots. They ate off a bunch of flowers off of my plants. They ate a bunch of my sunflowers. They ate all of my snap peas. They destroyed even more of my strawberries. And they also ate off all of the flowers that were on my potato plant, and I feel like it stressed out the plant, and maybe it's just not producing anymore because it looks super dead. I honestly don't even know what to do with it at this point, so please let me know below. What should I do? What is going on here? The leaves are yellow, some of them are drying out. It's like flopping over. I mean, it's definitely not underwatered because it's been raining a lot. Maybe it's overwatered. I honestly don't know, but it doesn't look good. I don't mind a deer coming in and munching on a little chard. I don't mind a bird coming down and eating a couple blueberries, all right? I'm chill with that. Am I gonna be happy that a group of deer came in and ravaged my whole garden? No. In better news, back there I have a beautiful chamomile plant. I made fresh chamomile tea from the garden, and it was genuinely so good. It was so delicious, and I'm gonna definitely make more tonight because it was a treat. It was truly a treat. I put a bunch of honey in there. Put me right to bed. Then we have the first random bed, and all of my onions are kind of doing the same. Growing lots of green, but I'm not seeing any bulbs. So I feel like my onions just have been slow since the beginning. The leeks look good. I can probably harvest these leeks soon. Then I just have some different peppers, tomatoes. I have some squash over here, a cantaloupe, and things are doing really well overall. I have a couple of peppers forming, paprika, and I even have a patio choice tomato, which I am going to harvest right now. Wow, the first tomato harvest on camera. I feel like I could probably wait a few more days to eat this, but I don't want to wait, and also it's about to rain, so this would probably crack anyways. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be like peak ripeness like it will be in the month of July and August, but still, a tomato in June. It's good. It's not like sweet, too sweet. It's not very good, actually. I'm just going to keep it real with you guys. It definitely needed more time. But you know what? Still good. And I'm excited about it. Then we have my cucumber plant back here. Now, there is some sort of damage on here. I haven't seen this on my cucumber plants before, so I'm not quite sure what it is. But there is a couple of cukes down there forming. Very exciting. I haven't had a cucumber yet this year, so by this time last year, I was definitely harvesting a lot of cucumbers, so I'm just a little bit behind. But we have another cucumber variety here, There's no fruit forming on this one quite yet, but again, there is some pest damage, so I'm not really quite sure what that is. My loofah squash is climbing very nicely. This nasturtium, what's going on, guys? And then over here in this bed, I'm doing some crazy things in here. It's kind of a jungle, and it's mostly because I have a indeterminate tomato that I haven't trellised. Some people are organized gardeners and some people are feral gardeners, and I happen to be a feral gardener. This is a tomato plant. I honestly don't know which variety this is. I think it might be a super sweet 100, but it is just crawling all over the place. So I'm gonna train this branch probably to go up this cattle panel. This, I don't know. I need to figure this out today. But other than that, I have some really massive squash plants with 0 squash fruit. I'm just kind of waiting for fruit to form, for those to get pollinated. I have a random little kale back there. And then I have my borage. The borage has been a bee magnet. There's one. The bees are absolutely loving this borage. They come over here all the time. I always see tons of bees. My camera was overheating, so we're going iPhone. I have some feral parts of the garden that really are just overgrown and quite crazy, but I honestly like it like that. I like a crazy garden. I like it to be like a jungle. So everyone has their preferences. This is my tomato jungle over here. I have bush tomatoes, glacier tomatoes, early girl tomatoes, and then over here I have, this is my little passion fruit vine that is growing up this fence, and it's honestly growing in quite nicely. I'm not seeing any fruit or anything. I don't know if I will get any. Then all of this is peppers, and then here I have some beans, all looking good. We have Tabasco, habanero, ají amarillo. This is a sweet pepper, and I am getting some fruit on there. You can see it. Very excited. Everything is super dry because it is about to rain for like 4 days, so I'm not watering anything right now. Tons of ground cherries, which is so exciting. I had never tried a ground cherry before until I had some. Oh, is that one? Oh, there's one. This is a ground cherry, you guys probably already know, but it's in the Tomatillo family. And this is a pineapple ground cherry. So it has a tropical flavor, and it's just in this little husk, just like a tomatillo. So it's perfect because it protects it from the dirt and bugs and things, but you just open it and it looks like a little cherry tomato. It tastes like tropical. I love them. Another random bed of things. So we have a bunch of snap peas. Those are on their way out. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to pull those pretty soon. Some peppers here, a couple random carrots. This is a patty pan squash. That is doing well, although no flowers or fruit or anything coming in yet, but we'll just be patient for that. Here I have another super sweet 100, and I think this is a black cherry plant. So, and then over here I have all of my carrots, which the deer came in, ate a bunch of the carrot tops and even some of the carrots, but I left them because there was still enough on the top where I thought they might bounce back, and they have bounced back. So really happy about that. I'm not expecting this to be the best carrot harvest. I was really excited about this because I thought I was actually gonna get some good carrots this year, but I think they will be good enough. These are my 2 blueberry bushes that I have not had one blueberry from. Don't know what's going on with these. I don't know if it's that the birds keep eating the blueberries. I don't know if the soil is wrong, but they're not dying, but they're not growing. This is an artichoke plant. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I don't know what that is actually. This is my tomatillo and pepper forest. We have lots and lots of tomatillos in here. I have 3 plants, but they're producing quite a bit. The deer did get some of these, but overall the plants have been able to bounce back. I also have some beans here, and then in here I just have all kinds of peppers. We have Hungarian wax peppers, jalapenos, serranos, paprika, bell peppers, sweet bell peppers, sweet snacking peppers. I just went crazy with the peppers because they're just so versatile. You can put them in salsas, you can roast them, you can make dips, you can make hot sauce, you can dry them into powders. They're just really fun, and I feel like they're pretty easy to grow. This is a kaboka squash, and the leaves are massive. Like, this is my hand. and that is the leaf. It's huge. Growing up my little cattle panel trellis very nicely. Also have a cucumber plant growing up the trellis as well. Right as a red curry squash, same thing. It's absolutely huge. And then I also have somewhere in here cantaloupe growing up here. Also another patio choice tomato over there. This bed, I ripped out my cabbage, cauliflower, and the rest of my broccoli and lettuce because everything was bolting, everything was dying off. In the place of all of that, I planted little sweet potato slips. So hoping to get some sweet potatoes. I have a ton of bolting cilantro here that I'm keeping there because I like the look of it. And I also feel like, I don't know, like what's the harm? Then over here, I have my watermelon vining a little bit. I have another indeterminate tomato that I have not trellised. Bad gardener, I know. Said guys, I've been gone from the garden. I haven't had a lot of time to really be in here. The dirt is on the outside of the mug, by the way. We have the chaos that is the greenhouse. One thing that I don't recommend, or maybe I do recommend it, I don't know, I haven't decided yet, is planting cucumbers in the greenhouse. I did this because I wanted to get cucumbers earlier this year. And so I thought, let's keep them in the greenhouse so that it gets nice and hot in here. And there is so much growth. It's taking over the greenhouse. Because I don't have any pollinators in here, even though I have this window open, I haven't had one cucumber. I have a lot of failed cucumbers, a lot of cucumbers that have started and just aren't growing. So I tried hand pollinating some of these cucumbers in hopes that I could at least get a couple from the greenhouse. I'm definitely gonna have to do more of that because there's so many, you know, starts to the fruit, but there's not actually any fruit. Then here I have a habanero plant that is just now starting to form a bunch of little flowers. So I'm really excited about this habanero plant. I've been growing that for a very long time. Habanero plants really like to take their sweet time. So hopefully I get a habanero. Over here I have some seeds that I started that look a little sad because, like I said, I left. Just a bunch of like squash, more tomatillos, and some sunflowers. I also have tons of flowers just planted throughout the garden that are all blooming, which is so nice. I have calendula. I have whatever those are. Here I have all of my poppies, tons of nasturtiums, a little green stalk planter. I just have mostly charred herbs, strawberries, and some nasturtiums in there. One random jalapeno plant that has a little jalapeno on it. So excited because my lavender plant looks so good. There's so much lavender on it. I'm actually going to probably harvest this soon and start drying this. I've definitely made some mistakes. I think I'm going to do a video next on all of the mistakes I've made so far this year in the garden because I've definitely learned a lot. But overall things are growing well, and it's just the time of year where we're just being patient, watching things grow, and then hopefully within the next month or two we'll start getting some pretty good harvests here. So I'm very, very excited. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Happy gardening. Bye.